If you own a home in Hamilton or Pointe Marin, your property tax bill looks a little different from other Novato homes. There's a line item that adds an extra tax of at least a couple $1,000s, at least for most homeowners. So what is this tax, and does it go on forever? I'm Erin McGinnis with Team McGinnis Realtors at Compass, and I'm going to answer those questions today. But first, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. The tax is known as a Mello Roos district tax or a CFD tax, and it has everything to do with how the neighborhoods in Hamilton Field and Pointe Marin were developed. As you probably know, these neighborhoods are located where Hamilton Air Force Base used to be. Hamilton was an important base for the West Coast in World War II, and the base was decommissioned in 1974. Across the freeway in Ignacio, what's now Pointe Marin used to be Rafael Village, an area of military family housing. In order to pay for the significant redevelopment of the land into residential neighborhoods, a Community Facilities District, or CFD, was formed as a way to fund the project. CFDs allow a developer to pass on the costs of construction and ongoing maintenance to future property owners. Both Hamilton and Pointe Marin have their own CFDs, and property owners are assessed an annual tax. The amount varies, and we'll discuss that later. Let's talk about Hamilton first. In 1995, the Hamilton CFD issued $25 million in bonds to build out the infrastructure in Hamilton. That included the levee, the storm drainage system, including 2 pump stations, sewer and water lines, roads, bus shelters, and other improvements like the rebuilding of the main gate structure. The bonds, or loans essentially, were for 30 years. Part of the tax Hamilton homeowners are assessed each year pays down that debt. That part of the tax is called the facilities tax, and it's the larger portion of the tax. It goes toward paying off the debt. The facilities tax is also for so-called pay-as-you-go improvements. The smaller portion of the tax, called the services tax, goes toward annual maintenance and operations. According to the City of Novato, fiscal year 2024-25 will be the last year the facilities tax will be levied and collected from Hamilton homeowners, so that's great news. The services tax, however, continues forever. This money funds maintenance of the levee and storm drainage systems, plus landscape maintenance and irrigation. Let me give you an example of what this looks like in dollars. In Hamilton this year, the tax per household ranged from about $1,600 to $2,800, depending on the size of your home. Let's say you're at the high end of that range. If your annual CFD tax was $2,800, approximately $1,850 went toward the debt payments, and about $950 went to the annual maintenance. That $950 is part of the tax that continues in perpetuity and increases each year based on inflation. One note about Hamilton, the Hideaway neighborhood is exempt from the facilities tax. The 19 homes are not in the CFD because of a special circumstance in which the developer had helped finance the levee and other Hamilton improvements. Instead, Hideaway was put into a landscape and lighting district, and homeowners are assessed a maintenance fee each year. So what about Pointe Marin? Are they on the same timeline as Hamilton? The answer is no. Pointe Marin is a slightly newer development than Hamilton. The Pointe Marin CFD was approved in 2002, and almost $12 million in bonds were issued to develop the infrastructure for this 103-acre area. In Pointe Marin, what you pay varies based on the square footage of your home, and there are 11 tax brackets. This year, the CFD tax ranged from $2,100 to more than $3,600 per household. According to the city, the debt is scheduled to be paid off in September 2032, so property owners here will continue paying the full tax until then. After 2032, homeowners will pay just the services tax for ongoing maintenance costs. The services tax makes up about 1/3 of the total tax, so there will be significant savings when the time comes. One final note, the terms CFD and Mello Roos are interchangeable. Mello Roos refers to a law that allowed the formation of community facilities districts. If you have any other questions about Pointe Marin or Hamilton, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for watching.